We are live. Yeah. Let's get more people on board. We are live. We are live. Good evening, champions. Good evening, champions. If you can hear me and you can see me clearly, do well to use the comment section. You can see me, you can hear me clearly. Do well to use the comment section. Everyone joining, and introduce yourselves. Don't forget to introduce yourselves. And in case you are going to be catching a replay later, I, Olayemi Mike-Okhimhe, wants to welcome you. We welcome you to Kids Show. Welcome. All right. Osiriham and Zehimi, I'm delighted to have you guys here. Don't forget to introduce yourselves. Introduce yourselves. Good evening. Welcome to Kids Show once again, where kids inspire other kids. And this show is powered by Kids Startup Book Club. At Kids Startup Book Club, the theme for this month is attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. And so we're going to be having three speakers this month, and we have them already on ground. We want to use this opportunity to welcome as many that are just joining us that are not KSBC member. We welcome you. Thank you so much. Attitude is actually um having good attitude is actually an challenging task for kids, and that is why we take it upon ourselves to teach all kids what attitude really means. So we have three speakers on ground. One of them will be talking to us about the power of positive attitude. The other one is going to be talking about the growth and fixed mindset. While the third speaker will be talking about positive versus negative attitude. So are you ready? I'm ready to leave the stage for the official MC for KSVC this month. The person of Master Akilolu, Champion Akilolu. I'm bringing you on board, and I'm leaving the stage for you. But before I leave the stage for you, let me welcome you. How are you? How are you doing? How is everything with you? Okay, it seems you are muted. We can't hear you.
Oh, I've unmuted myself.
Okay, good
And
evening. How are you?
I'm
Welcome. So
fine.
I'm leaving the stage for you. I'm leaving the
Okay.
stage for you. Over to you, champion.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Akindolo Akiwande. And as you know, I am the host for today. So I'd like to welcome everybody to this month's Kids Show, where kids inspire other kids. Today we have three speakers, whom are Amzi Onyemachi, Stephanie Ojianuna, and Kendu Joseph. First, first before we start, I'd like to encourage everybody to tell who is not in KSBC to tell their parents to join KSBC because it's a really impactful platform, and later we'll have a testifier to come and tell us about their journey in KSBC. So first, I'm going to welcome the first speaker, Amzi Onyemachi. Amzi, are you there? Okay, let's meet our speaker. Amzi Amzi Kenechi Oyemachi was born on 14th February 2012 in Lagos, Nigeria, to the family of Mr. Chidibere Onyemachi and Mrs. Faith Onyemachi from Ibeweku, Umaya North Local Government. Abia State, Nigeria. Amzi is a year 8 student in Mapland International School. His best subject is basic science. Amzi has a passion for cooking, music, sports, computer applications, and playing keyboard. Amzi has also developed a strong interest as an entrepreneur. He is currently a shareholder at GMZ Spoon. Thank you. So let's welcome Amzi Onyemachi to the stage. Hello, Amzi. How are you doing?
I am fine. Good evening, everyone.
And everybody, please clap for him and make sure to comment. And make sure to comment your lessons you learned from this video or this live stream. Now, Amzi, the stage is over to you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amzi Oyemachi, and I'm here to be talking on the power of attitude. Next slide. The power of attitude is a fundamental aspect of human experience that influences how we perceive and interact. That is, the attitude is the aspect of all human experience that influences how we interact with the world around us and how we perceive the world around us. It encompasses our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It helps us shape our responses to challenges, opportunities, and daily interactions. That is, our feelings and behaviors will be determined by what type of attitude we have. If we have a bad attitude, we'll have a very arrogant and proud attitude. But if we have a positive attitude or mindset, we'll have a humble feeling, a humble behavior. Next slide. The next slide, please. The next slide. Okay, attitude serves as a lens through which we interpret events and circumstances. This is that a positive attitude helps us to see setbacks not as a defeat or challenge, but as a temporary challenge that we can overcome if we look deeper into it. I'd cite an example of that of Thomas Edison, the guy who created the light bulb, trying 999 times but getting it at the 1000th time. I'm saying that many of us today in the world will not have reached 10 before we had given up. He endured all the way to 1000. But even after that, his lab got burnt down. Even after that, he did not give up. He still tried again, and that's why today we have light bulbs. Another one is the people who created aircrafts. They tried a lot of time before they could even get something that could stay in the air. And now, today, because of their perseverance through those challenges, they have come to create what we know today as aircrafts. People who have positive mindsets are solution seeking, and they don't stay on a challenge. Next slide. This is very important because attitude is the bedrock of making relationship between family members, workmates, or classmates. Is the bedrock that keeps it alive. Like attitude significantly influences how we interact with others and build relationship. If we have a positive attitude towards people, the way we interact with them will be different from those people who have a negative mindset towards those people. I'd give you an instance. If you newly get a job and you get there, there are 20 people, only 10 greet you, the remaining 10 don't greet you. You do not conspire against those 10 that did not greet you. Someone who has a positive attitude will greet those people first. And even if they don't greet back, he'd still be trying to be conversant with those people. Another one is if you're with a family, you just visited a family and they tell you that those people, you see those people downstairs or near me, see, don't greet them at all. Oh, they've done something bad to me. That does not necessarily mean they've done something bad. It's just that maybe there was a misunderstanding, but the attitude you use in receiving that information, the, that's what determines how you respond to that situation. Next slide. Resilience and adaptability. Attitude plays a crucial role in resilience and adaptability. Resilience is the act to bounce back from a situation. So if you have a bad attitude, the way you see a problem, you won't be able to come back from that problem. You just make that problem look like it's a burden, like it's a problem. An example is that cited in the Bible that says, the righteous one would fall 7 times but get up, but the wicked one will fall and not get up. That is a positive mindset towards something, a positive attitude towards something will give you that resilience to give you that feeling to bounce back from a challenge, to solve a problem, not make it worse. Since we are all humans, we will all face uncertainties and adversities. As far as you are humans, we can never escape it. But the fact that we are able to solve those uncertainties is what determines whether we have a positive attitude or a negative attitude. Next slide. Attitude and personal growth. Attitude shapes our willingness to embrace challenges, take calculated risk, and pursue meaningful endeavors. This is like we see a problem. The way we see that problem will determine how we'll act toward that problem. For example, is that if you see a problem, okay, for example, we have someone wants to hire 2 people. He has 2 people for hire. One has the required skill for the job, but low, poor attitude. Another has the good attitude but doesn't have the required skills. Please, which one will you pick? Preferably the one that has the positive attitude, because picking the one with the bad attitude but required skills will just bring downfall towards that business. But the one with positive attitude can will help that business, because one with a positive attitude can learn anything. Next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, we've reached the conclusion. This is just the summary of what we've been saying. A positive attitude enables us to cultivate meaningful relationships, navigate adversity with resilience. This is positive attitude will help us, will take us many places in life. This is why they say positive attitude is everything. You cannot have bad attitude and still expect things to go the way you plan it. It's not possible. But if you have a good attitude, I'm not saying that that person will not have challenges in what he wants to do, but he will have challenges. But since he has a good, positive attitude, our attitude will bestow resilience on him. So he'll be able to bounce back from those challenges. We have learned that attitude is not a mere choice. It is a powerful tool used for shaping our experiences that will create meaningful impact on the lives of others and on our lives. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for your presentation, Amzi. That was a wonderful one. Thank you. Does anyone have anything to say? Apart from all of that, now we'll be welcoming the testifier I said about earlier. So may the testifier come out and speak about he has to what he has about KSBC. Oh, hello, Abisoye.
Hello everyone.
Thank you
I'll
for
start by saying I'll start by saying I joined KSBC in February 2023, and I'll say that joining KSBC has been one of the most transformative decisions of my life. The club has provided me with invaluable insights and tools to enhance every area of my life. Through our diverse selections of books and the engaging discussions, I have gained a deeper understanding of personal development and success. The supportive community within the club has encouraged me to strive for excellence and to become the best version of myself. The shared experiences and wisdom from fellow members have been incredibly motivating and inspiring from reading others' growth plans. Since becoming a member, I have noticed significant improvements in my business as a kidpreneur, relationships, and overall well being. KSBC has not only enriched my knowledge but also empowered me to apply lessons in practical, meaningful ways. I am immensely grateful for the positive impact this book club has had on my life. If you are looking for a nurturing environment to grow, learn, and thrive, I wholeheartedly recommend KSBC. Sincerely, Oyeniyi Abisoye Omoyomade. Thank you.
that was a wonderful one. Thank you, Abisoye, for your testifying. So as you can see, KSBC is a very good club, and if you are not in it, you should join. It will be a very impactful experience. So next up, we have speaker two, who is Stephanie Ojianwuna. Before I let her on the stage, let me introduce her. So let's meet our speaker, Stephanie Ojanwuna. My name is Stephanie Obiajulumoyi Ojiawuna. I am 10 years old and I was born on 30th of October 2013 into the family of Enu and Dr. Mrs. A.S. Ojianina. At the last child of as the last child of four children, I hail from Egbudu Aka and Niocha, South Lagos government area of Delta State. I started my academic pursuit from pre-kindergarten at the age of 2 in Great Beginning Academy at Montserrat Sir Ori School, Abraka, Delta State, where I have always been an exceptional and outstanding pupil. I have just completed the first school leaving certificate examination and I'm currently preparing for college. I love the world of arts and nature and I derive joy in painting, imaginative drawing, gymnastics, and music. I also like to write bikes, read stories, and I love history and mathematics as subjects. I'm inspired by my parents, elder sister Samantha and Mrs. Olayemi, my KSBC coach. I hope to be a lecturer someday where I can share my knowledge and passion with others. That's an interesting one. So, Stephanie, can you please come to the stage to tell us about your topic?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Coach. Today, my name is Ojauna Stephanie, and my topic today is about fixed and growth mindset. Please, can you show the slide? Thank you. Please, next slide. What is a mindset? A mindset refers to the way people see their intelligence, abilities, and personal qualities. It refers to the way people see their intelligence, whether you see yourself as an intelligent person or a dull person, whether you see yourself a person that has skills or abilities, or a person who has personal qualities. The mind is in the brain, and the brain is the most important organ in the body. The brain contains your thoughts, actions, and activities. Whatever you put in your mind becomes your mindset. Please, next slide. There are two types of mindset, which are the fixed and growth mindset. Please, next slide. Fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that intelligence and skills are innate. When we say innate, we mean that innate is when you inherit things from your parents. For example, your parent is an engineer, and since you have a fixed mindset, you believe that you will become that engineer because your parent is an engineer and your parent is intelligent. People with a fixed mindset don't want to work, challenge themselves. They don't want to work extra. They just feel that they can't carry out a task. People with a fixed mindset see failure once as failure always. For example, if you fail an exam, you will now tell yourself that you are a failure, that you can never pass. That's a fixed mindset. But if there's a difference between failure and if you failed. By saying that you are a failure means that your mindset has already been set that you can never pass any exam or test again. But by saying you failed, you are telling yourself that you can still do better no matter what. For example, if you failed a particular part of the topic, go back to your notes, go back to the topic and look to the parts that you failed to know the ones that you did not pass and read it over again. So when it comes in an exam, you will know how to answer it. If a person with a fixed mindset does not care about the effort he or she puts in. He or she doesn't want to go an extra length in a task. He feels he's natural intelligent and won't read. He or she feels that no matter the effort he or she puts in, so she's already better and does not need to put any other work into the work he or she is doing. A person with a fixed mindset tries to hide their flaws so that they will not be looked as a failure. For example, you fail an exam. You don't want your classmates to see the flaws. So you blame it on the teacher and you say the teacher has a bad way of teaching. The teacher cannot teach. The teacher did not teach us well. The teacher did not teach this way. That's a fixed mindset because they're trying to blame it on the teacher instead of taking responsibility for your action. Please, next slide. Disadvantages of having a fixed mindset. Negative self-talk. When you doubt yourself and tell yourself that you're a failure, that you will never pass, that you don't know anything, that you're not smart enough, that's negative self-talk. When you have a fixed mindset, it causes unhealthy competition. Instead of you to focus on your work and to focus on what you are doing and to focus on your exam, instead you'll be wanting to compete with others so that you can pass them. You are supposed to be reading your book so that you can pass, not to pass others. When you have a fixed mindset, it decreases self-knowledge. It means that you don't want to learn. When you have a fixed mindset, you don't want to learn, you don't want to do anything, and it decreases your self-knowledge, and you won't be able to get that knowledge back instead if you have a growth mindset. It cuts off opportunities. For example, when you are called up to take a task, you won't be able to call up again. For example, for me now, this presentation, if I wasn't bold and if I was too shy, I won't be able to do this presentation. And the coach will give it to another person. And the coach will feel that I don't have that self-confidence. So I've already lost that opportunity of doing a, a presentation again. Bad performance at school. When you have a fixed mindset, you call yourself a failure, you won't read, you will keep failing and it will affect your performance at school. Please, next slide. The opposite of a fixed mindset is a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset are more resilient, which allows them to overcome challenging and difficult situations. Even when the task is difficult, they will challenge themselves. Just like Joshua and Caleb, who were the two spies of the Israelites. There were 12, there were 12 spies that were sent from the Israelites to fight at Canaan. But 10 of them came with a bad report. Only Joshua and Caleb came with a good report. They said that if they have God by their side, if they pray, and if they have faith, they can conquer the giant in Canaan, and that the land was flowing with milk and honey. People with a growth mindset focus on process over results, and they focus on growing and learning. For example, someone who wants to lose weight, The person will be focusing on the result, checking every day on your weighing scale to check whether the person has lost weight. Instead of checking on the scale to check whether you've lost weight, you will just um do every day 2 minutes, 2 minutes exercise daily, and after you will see the progress you get at the ending. So you put more effort on the process, not the result. They welcome the feedback of others and uses it to improve. For example, someone is correcting you for something you've done. You did not do the thing well. But a person with a fixed mindset will be complaining and saying that what you're saying is not good, that you should not tell me what to do. I already know what to do. But a person with a growth mindset will collect all your feedback, whether good or bad, and look at it and see how will I improve. Then uses all the information and uses it as the person's advantage. And later, when the person is asked to do that particular task, the person can perform that task without use of help or correction from others. Please, next slide. Do say I get to. Don't say I have to. If you say I get to, you're making it more interesting to do that activity. For example, you say I get to go to school. You are being excited that you are going to school. But by saying I have to, you are trying to tell yourself that it's a burden for you to go to school. And no matter how or no matter what you are doing, you can't change that fact that you are going to school. And you'll be unhappy that you are going to school. Number two, do say I'll figure it out. Don't say I can't do it. By saying I'll figure it out, you're trying to look for more information to solve that particular problem or do that particular task. By saying I can't do it, you are discouraging yourself from doing that particular search or browsing of that particular information or of that task. So we need to say I'll figure it out. Don't say I can't do it. Do say I learned something. Don't say I made a mistake. By saying I made a mistake, you are making yourself more sad that you made this mistake. But by saying I learned something, you are telling yourself that I learned something. But no matter how I made a mistake, I can still change that mistake and I'll not make that mistake again. Number four, do say I'm working on this. Don't say I'm bad at this. For example, your teacher tells you that the next day you are going to represent your class in a race, but because you are too shy or you are too afraid of being laughed at if you lose, you will tell your teacher you can't run, you are bad at running, don't run, you're not an athlete. But by saying I'm working on this, you add more effort in working on that particular race. And the next day, or when you come back from school, you can practice, you can run, and you can race with your siblings. You time yourself and practice more so you can be better the next day. Even if you lose that race the next day, does not mean that you're a failure. It still means that you are a winner and you are a champion in your own way. So the next one is number 6. No, number 5, sorry. This will take some time. I'm not smart enough. If you have a problem to solve, instead of saying, I'm not smart enough to solve this particular problem, you can just say, this will take some time. You are telling yourself that you can do this, but you still need some time to process the information, to process the problem, but you can still solve it no matter how much time it takes. But by saying I'm not smart enough, you are having a negative self-talk about yourself that you're not smart enough. So the next one is number 6, I don't, and don't say I can't. By saying I don't, you can still do it, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. You know how to do that particular thing, but does not mean that you can't do that particular thing. But by saying I can't, you're telling yourself that you can't do it. You are not even bothered to even do it. You are not bothered that you even want to do it. You don't even want to do it. Number 7, don't say I will. Don't say I should. By saying I will, it's almost the same thing like I get to and I have to. By I will, you are trying to tell yourself that you're willing to do this particular thing and you're happy by doing it. But by saying I should, it's kind of the same thing like I have to. It's sounding like a burden that you have to do it and you can't stop yourself from doing it. Number 8, how can I keep improving? I'm already good at this. So if you have a particular thing you're good at, or you're good at a particular subject, and you have an exam the next day, by saying I'm good at this, you're telling yourself that by saying I'm already good at this, it means that you don't want to learn anymore. You're okay with the information you have. And by saying that how can I keep improving? You're saying that you want to learn more about that information, about that particular topic. And by doing so, you won't be good, but you'll be better. Number 9, I'll find out. I don't know. If you say, for example, in your class, the teacher asks a question and the teacher picks you just say, I don't know, without even attempting to answer that question. Instead of saying, I don't know, you will tell the teacher that you will find out about that particular topic and the information. And after searching the web and browsing, you will meet the teacher next day and tell the teacher about what you've learned. Number 10, do say this is a challenging opportunity. Don't say this is a problem. For example, now this presentation that I'm having right here now, in my mind, if I had a fixed mindset, I will say this is a problem. I don't know how to do this presentation. This is the first time I'm doing a presentation. I can't do this presentation. But by having a growth mindset, you'll be able to do that particular to do that particular problem or challenge. But by saying this is a challenging opportunity, you're encouraging yourself that you can do this no matter what. If it's a challenging opportunity, I can still do this. And remind yourself every day that you can do anything through Christ who strengthens you. Please, next slide. Please, next slide. Benefits of a growth mindset. It improves our problem solving skills. For example, the action solving an equation in class, you solve it easily because you have a growth mindset and you'll be reading every day to improve yourself. When you have a growth mindset, it helps you to embrace new ideas and perspectives, leading to innovating thinking. It helps you to improve your mindset and improve your thinking skills and helps you to improve on your ideas and your thinking mind and the rest. It helps you to embrace change and view it as an opportunity for growth. For example, now let's use this presentation as an example again. I've never done a presentation online or physically. This is actually my first presentation, but I accepted it as a change. I've accepted it as a change that I can do anything and I will do anything. That's this, I have to accept this opportunity for growth because if I don't do this presentation, I won't be able to improve on my growth mindset. If I had a fixed mindset, like what I said before, I would refuse this opportunity of doing this presentation. It helps us to collaborate and learn from others, fostering stronger relationships. Means that you can work easily with people, people will love you more, and you can learn from them and they will learn from you. It develops a sense of self esteem, leading to greater confidence. By having a sense of self esteem, you wanting to improve on yourself, be wanting to improve on all your skills, and it will give you more confidence to do things. By adopting a growth mindset, individuals can unlock their full potential, achieve greater success, and lead a more fulfilling life. If you have a growth mindset, you achieve greater success, be great in life. You can even meet the president of Nigeria or even the president of America, and you will be bold. So by having this growth mindset, you unlock your full potential and live a more fulfilling life. Please, next slide. Thank you all for listening patiently. Thank you all for being good. Thank you, coach, for giving me this opportunity to say this up to explain about the fixed and growth mindset. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hi, Akinolu. It seems your mic, you need to turn on your mic. You
Sorry
need to
for
turn on your
that.
mic.
Sorry for that. That was a wonderful presentation, Stephanie. So I'd like to introduce the first speaker, but before that, can the second testifier please come out and speak to us?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniela Odokuma. I would like to testify about the KSBC. How I knew KSBC. How I knew KSBC is my mom. My mom knew by Stephanie's mom, who is her close friend, and she asked me if I want to join KSBC. I said yes. Well, I joined KSBC on February 4th, 2024. I was so I was so happy and excited. After 2 days, it was Monday. So my CRS teacher asked me in school, how can we be valuable? Then I remember that day when we had meeting in book club. We had to say what we have learned. So I actually knew the answer when I said that everyone is valuable, everyone is special, everyone is unique, and everyone is equal. And I knew from that day forward, I learned most of the things that they are teaching me in school, in book club. Since joining KSBC, I've been so happy, encouraged, and it also made me confident in myself. I also learned that we are special. We should love others. We should not sin. We should choose the right decision. I also encourage my friends that they should join book club. So this is my testimony. I appreciate you, coach, like never before. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that wonderful Thank you for that wonderful testimony about KSBC. I'm glad you have been impacted by it as so as everyone else. Now let's introduce the last but not the least speaker, Kendu Joseph. Let's talk about him. Let's meet our speaker, Kendu Joseph. My name is Kendu Joseph. I was born to the family of Mr. Emil Joseph on the 1st of January 2015. He is 9 years old. I am a native of I'm a native of Mibiabong Ikot Ete Udoe in the Ikono local government of Akwa Ibom State. We are three boys, and the names of my brothers are Kenny and Kedrick, and we are lovers of God. My senior brother is in JS2, and my junior brother is in primary 2. We are Christians. I school at Blessed and Precious Children Academy, Abuja, and I'm in Basic 4. My best subject is mathematics, and I took it from my mother. The names of my parents are Mr. Imo Joseph and Mrs. Rosalind Joseph. My friends are Daebinuachi and Daramfon Imi. I got an award for Best Performing People in 2022, and I also won a 200-meter race. I am in the club in my school called JET, and JET stands for Junior Engineering Technician Scientist. Wow. I have a very good talent in writing, art, drawing, synth, and I joined KSBC from the age of 7. Wow, 2 years. I have read inspiring books, and my best author is Adam Blade. My hobbies are reading Bible and other learning books, cooking, watching Nat Geo World, and I love to become a veterinary doctor. And also watching and playing football, where Manchester City is my best admired football club. And my best player is Erling Haaland. The name of my mentor is Mrs. Olayemi Mike-Okhimhe, founder of KSBC, Kids Startup Book Club. I love her inspirational coaching. Thank you. Kendu, can you please come to the stage? Thank you for joining. Now, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kendu Joseph, and I'll be here to present on the topic positive and negative attitudes. Next slide, ma'am. These are my these are the topics I'm going to these are the topic I'm going to teach you. Definitions of positive and negative attitude, causes of negative attitude, causes of positive attitude, how to keep a positive attitude, effect of positive attitude, effect of negative attitude, types of positive and negative attitude, five Bible verses on positive and negative attitudes, and conclusion. Next slide, ma'am. Meaning of positive attitude. Positive attitude is the act of being hopeful and seeing the best in every situation, even in difficult times. This is saying that if you have a positive attitude, you will always be hopeful, and even in difficult times, you see the best. You see that you come out successful. Meaning of negative attitude. Negative attitude is the disposition or feeling or manner that is not cooperative, optimistic, or constructive. Negative attitude not is just the opposite of positive attitude. So if you have a negative attitude, you will not be you will not be able to you have a negative mindset, and you will not be cooperative, optimistic, or constructive. Causes of negative attitude. Having negative role models. If you have negative role models, you will develop a negative attitude. Some examples of negative role models are doing all manner of bad things, um, being with bad friends. So if you do all those things, you will not have a positive attitude. Fear of rejection. No one wants to be rejected. If you get rejected, you might start developing a negative attitude. Some people, if they just get rejected in something, they will have a negative attitude. They will not stay up and try again to do that thing. They will just give up. Giving up easily. Giving up is part of the negative attitude. If you give up easily, you have already done something negative. You should not just be giving up easily in our first try. If you try the first time, you should not give up, but you should keep trying until you get it. Until you get it. Repeated failure. If you fail too much, it might lead to a negative attitude. So you have to stay positive at all times. Nobody wants to fail. Sometimes if they fail, they will just have a negative attitude. They will not try and do that thing again. Next slide, ma'am. Please, next slide. Allowing people to talk you down. If someone just comes up to you and start to say things about you, you should not start to cry or become upset because of what the person said to you, but rather you should stay positive. In some cases, what the person says about you might be true, but you should always stay positive. If somebody just starts saying that you are not good, you cannot read, you are not smart, you should not just start to cry. You should just stay positive and do better. Causes of positive attitude. Believing in yourself. If you believe in yourself at all times, you will develop a positive attitude. So you should always believe in yourself. You should always believe in yourself when you want to do something. Even when you're in a presentation, you should always believe in yourself. Positive thinking. If you think positively, you have a positive attitude. So you should always think positive. We should never think negative, so that we will have a positive attitude. Expecting the best in everything you do. If you expect the best, like if there is a difficult challenge and you see the best in it, you will have a positive attitude. Gratitude. If you focus on the good things in life and become thankful, you develop a positive attitude. So you should always be thankful and appreciate what anyone gives us, even if it's small. It's now good. If you continuously learn and develop, you grow a positive attitude. So we should always learn things that are good for us. We should not learn things that are bad for us. We should learn the good things in our life. Next slide, mom. Next slide.
Apologies, parents and champions. I went up for a while. Give me a few minutes. Let me do that. Apologies.
Okay, ma. This next slide. After that, wait. This next slide. Healthy relationships. Healthy relations. Healthy relationships. If you always stay with loving and supporting people, you develop a positive attitude. So you should always stay with people that can help us to grow our positivity, not with negative people that will teach us to do bad things. Effect of negative attitude, increase stress. If you have a negative attitude, you always be stressful, nothing will look easy for you. Anxiety. Anxiety. If you have a negative attitude, you will always be anxious, you'll be scared of everything, you will not be brave and bold. Poor problem solving skills. If you have a negative attitude, you will not be able to solve problems. You will not be able to solve problems easily. You will not be able to solve problems easily. So you should stay positive so you'll be able to solve problems. Poor decision making skills. If you have a negative attitude, you'll not be able to make good decisions. You'll always be making wrong decisions instead of making the right ones. More sadness and anger. If you have a negative attitude, you always be angry and you'll be sad at all times. You will not be always you will not always be happy, but you'll be always sad. How to keep a positive attitude? Practice gratitude. So we should always appreciate the things that people gives us so that we can stay positive. Reframe negative or thoughts. If you have a negative thought like I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, you should reframe it to a positive one that I am going to learn how to do it. Next slide, ma'am. Practice mindfulness. Focus on your breath. If you have a negative thought, focus on your breath. If you have a negative thought, focus on your breath. Focus on your breath. If you have a negative thought, focus on your breath. Practice positive self-talk. Always say good things about yourself. Don't talk yourself down. Talk yourself up. Always say good things about yourself so that you stay positive. Practice act of kindness. Always be kind to others. Always be kind to others so that you always stay positive. Say good things about others. Don't talk people down. Effects of positive attitude: increase resilience and stress management. You will not have too much stress and your resilience skills will be increased. And resilience is the ability to withstand or recover quickly from difficult situations, challenges, or setbacks. 2. Better relationships and social connections. Your relationship with others will be better and your connection with them will be better too. Greater and overall satisfaction with life. You will always be satisfied with life. You will not be stressful. You will not have too much stress. You will be satisfied in everything you have. Easy goal achievement. Your goal achievement skills will be easy and you will not find it difficult. Improve problem solving skills. Your problem solving skills will be improving, not reducing. That's why you should always have a positive attitude. Next slide, ma'am. Focus. You will always be focused if you have a positive attitude. You will be focusing on the things that are right, not the things that are wrong. Motivation. You will always be motivated in what you are doing. You will stay up, not stay down, not go down. Overcoming challenges. You will be overcoming the challenges that you had before. It will be you'll be overcoming it, but if you have negative attitude, you'll not be able to overcome it well. Joy. You will always stay joyful if you have a positive attitude. You will not be sad. You will not be sad, but you be joyful. You'll be happy. Maintain healthy relationships. Maintain healthy relationships. If you have a positive attitude, your relationship with others will be better and will also be healthy. Effects of negative attitude. Difficulty in maintaining relationships. Your relationship with others will not move better. You but you now be in bad groups instead of good groups of people. Increase stress on oneself and others. Your stress will be increased and you other and you'll be passing the stress to others too. So you should never stay negative. Frustration. Frustration. You always be frustrated if you have a negative attitude. Angry. Anger. You will always be angry. You will not be satisfied with what you have. You'll be angry at all times. Next slide, ma'am. Health damage. You will not be healthy anymore. Your health will be damaged. Low self low self esteem. Your self esteem will not be you will not have a positive self esteem but you have a negative self esteem. You have low self esteem, you will not have high self esteem. Unhappiness. You will never be happy with what you have. You will never be happy with what you have. Difficulties in learning. You will not be able to learn well. It will be difficult in learning. Math is difficult but I still stay up and learn it more so that I will get it. Lack of motivation. You will not be motivated. If you have a positive attitude, you will always be motivated. But if you have a negative attitude, you will never be motivated. Miss opportunities. The opportunities you have in doing something will never be. If you have, you will always be missed. If you have a positive attitude, you will not miss your opportunity. But if you have a negative attitude, you always miss your opportunity. Next slide, ma'am. Types of positive attitude. Resilience. Resilience means I've said the meaning of resilience before. Pessimism. This is the opposite of optimism. It Or an optimism is a positive mindset that expects good things to happen and believes that the future will be bright. But if you're pessimistic, you will not have all these qualities. Um, oh, encouraging, you will be always encouraged and you will be encouraging others. Types of negative attitude: discouraging. You will not be encouraging to others and yourself. Fixed minded. You will not have a growth mindset, but you have a fixed mindset. Impatience. You will not be able to wait for the right time, but you just be going forward instead of waiting for the right time to do it. Pessimist, pessimism. This is the opposite of optimism. Or an optimism is a positive mindset that expects good things to happen and believes that the future will be bright. So if you have a pessimistic attitude, you will not be optimistic. Entitled, entitled. You feel that you're a leader when you don't have the qualities of a leader. Anger, you you always be angry. Laziness, you be lazy, you not be hardworking. Greed, you always be greedy, but you not have the attitude of gratitude. Next slide, ma'am. Bible verses on positive and negative attitude. Philippians 4 verse 6. Don't be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. This is trying to say that we should never be scared. We should never be scared, but by prayer, we should and thanksgiving, we should request, we should give our request to God so that He can answer it. Mark 12:13. Love your neighbors as you love yourself. You should love everyone. You should not just love yourself and don't love others. You should love everyone. Psalms 4:46 verse 1. God is our refuge and strength and ever present help in trouble. God is our strength. Without God we will not even be here. And He always help us in troubling times. First Corinthians 13 verse 13. But these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. We should always be faithful, hopeful, and we should always be loving. But the greatest of it is love. We should have love than all of them. Ephesians 4 verse 29. Don't let any unwholesome word come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful and building others up according to their needs. Don't say bad words, but you should only say the words are helpful and can build others. Proverbs 3:7. Don't be wise in your own eyes, fear the Lord and shun evil. You should not think that you're wise, but you're not wise in others' eyes. And you should always fear God and shun evil and don't accept evil. Mark 15:9 for 19. For out of the heart comes out evil thoughts, murder, adultery, fornication, theft, false testimony, slander. We should not have all these thoughts, but we should have positive ones. Conclusion: our attitudes have profound impact in our lives and the lives of those around us. By cultivating a positive attitude, we can unlock a world of possibilities, improve relationships, and achieve our goals. On the other hand, negative attitude can hold us back and lead to life's stagnation and unhappiness. By recognizing the power of our attitude and making a conscious effort to choose possibility, we can transform our lives and create a brighter future for ourselves and those around us. Remember, attitude is a choice. By choosing positivity, we can overcome obstacles, achieve success, and live a life of purpose and joy. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and most especially the kids coach for giving me the opportunity to be here.
So that was a nice one. Thank you for your presentation. And now with that, we have come to the end of today's stream. So if anyone has any questions, please do ask, as all the speakers are here.
Thank you so much, MC. MC Akinlolu, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, speakers. Um, Amzi, Kendu, and Stephanie. Stephanie, are you still there? Turn on your mic. I would like to see you. I would
Yes,
like to see your
ma'am.
face. All right. Okay. Maybe okay. Let me bring you on board. Okay. All right, so thank you everyone. Now it's question time. Champions, if you have any
I'll be back.
questions, can you please face your speakers? Ask them questions. And what are your learning points? What are your learning points? What did you learn differently today? What are you going to do differently today? And do you have any question? If you have any question, please ask us. Someone says obstacle can be overcome. That is so true. And someone said power packed. Yes, it's indeed power packed. I shall learn a lot from my champions. I decided to sit at the back of the bench to learn from you. And one thing I learned from Amzi said, attitude is the bedrock that keeps relationships alive. Oh my God. He also said, the power of attitude enables individuals to navigate life's uncertainty. What a wonderful lesson. From Stephanie, we got I wrote something down. It says there is a big difference between failure and failed. Failure means when you have given up on life, and failed means you can do better. Is Do we have anyone here that feels, oh, I'm a total failure? That is completely a big lie. You can do better. There is nothing wrong about you making mistakes. Then, she also shared a profound lesson from the scripture. He said Joshua and Caleb had growth mindset. That is why they could focus on the good resources on the land. Absolutely amazing. Then Candace says, keep trying even if you fail. You will get better with time. Oh my God. This today's kids show is fire. Just like I said, it's firefully impacted. We felt impact. I can see from everyone that they learned a lot. So thank you so much, champion, Amzi champion, Stephanie champion, Kenju, and those that testify. Abisoye and Daniela, thank you so much. And the official MC of the month. Thank you so much, Akinolu. We really appreciate you. Thank you, champions, for joining in. And if you are here, you're just joining us. This is your first time of joining Kiss Show, and you will love to join Kiss Startup Book Club. Please contact the phone contact on the screen. Kindly put it down and reach out to us. We're going to tell you the full details about KSBC when you reached out to us. Thank you so much for joining, and see you next month. Next month
Bye
is also
bye.
going to be an amazing month for everyone, as we're going to be bringing new speakers on board. So I want to take a picture of my speakers before I move on. Let me quickly take you. Smile. All right. Okay, give me a few seconds. I'm almost done. I'm almost there. Okay. Yes, I did it. All right, so bye everyone. God bless you. God bless you, everyone. God bless you. Let's count down, and we shut down once we count down. Number one, let's go. 10.
10, 9,
Everybody, turn on your
8,
mic. 7,
7,
6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
2,
1. Bye.
bye bye. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye,
I love you
everybody.
all. See you next month. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye, everybody.